Hello, I'm Laura Leininger.
And I'm Angela Richardson.
We are two wound ostomy continence nurses from North Carolina. We're going to show you the Ostomate, some exercises you can do safely to strengthen your core muscles.
Before you begin any workout program, we want to make sure that you consult with your surgeon to get clearance for core muscle strengthening exercises we're going to show you today. The recommendation is usually to wait 6 to 8 weeks after your abdominal surgery before beginning these exercises.
Exercise and physical activity is very important for you to maintain a healthy body and a healthy lifestyle.
Ostomates have a higher prevalence of hernia formation than those that have not had abdominal surgery.
A hernia is a defect in the abdominal fascia that allows intestines to bulge into the peristomal area.
To help prevent hernia formation, you may consider adding an abdominal binder, a hernia support belt, a form of Spanx or compression around your abdomen, or cycling shorts.
Here's an example of some Spanx. We do not recommend heavy lifting and exertion that will increase the intra-abdominal pressure. We want to focus on gentle, frequent exercises, so use lighter weights with higher reps.
Today, Laura and I are going to demonstrate for you several exercises that you can do at home or even on the go, possibly even sitting in your chair at work. We're going to focus on these exercises on your core to increase your core muscle strength. So let's get started.
For those of you that have had a hard time getting on the floor, we're going to show you some exercises you can do from the chair.
And this can be any chair. It helps with some of these if you have arms, but if you don't, there's a few of these exercises you can complete without having arms on your chair. First one I'm going to show you is called the chair side bend. Sitting up nice and straight, activating that core, pulling your abdomen in is very important. And what we're going to do is hang our arms to the side, and we're going to very slowly drop each arm down to your side. And what's important when you're doing this is to keep your hips stable and both buttocks on the chair. We don't want to see you doing this. That's not going to do a lot to support that core. So as I'm doing this, I'm really feeling the pull on my obliques, and I'm keeping my umbilicus, my belly button, pulled in. The next thing we're going to do is called the twist, and we're going to take our arms up about shoulder height, and you're going to keep that belly button aimed forward. You're not going to twist your hips at all. You're simply going very slow, coming back to midline, turning right, back to midline, and left. We don't want to see you doing this. That is not good. I actually hear my back popping as I do that. So just simple turns side to side. The next one is the chair push-up. If you've got arms on your chair, you can put your hands right there on the arms, and pulling your abdomen in, you're going to lift up and slowly come back down. You don't want to do this too fast. You want to slowly go up and slowly back down. Again, engaging that core. The next one we're going to do, be sure to continue to breathe in and out through your exercises. The next one we're going to do is kind of coming forward in your chair. You're going to have your knees bent, feet on the floor, and you're going to do some seated marching. And that's slowly pulling up on your leg and back down. Other leg, up, slowly back down. The whole time I'm doing this, I'm breathing slowly in and out, and I'm making sure that I activate my core. One more time. Slowly up, back down, up, back down. Again, we want to do about 15 reps of this to start, and then slowly increase your intervals to 1 minute. The next one we want to do is chair crunches. Coming back with your back against the back of the chair, you're going to slowly sort of fold your arms across, I believe. Come forward, pulling that muscle in, filling your core, back up to midline. Coming in, sort of forming a C with your back, and holding that compression there to fill that crunch in your belly. The next one you can do is using a resistance band. If you have this available, is holding it a little bit more than shoulder height above your shoulder. Come down and sort of pull with that right arm across your abdomen. You're going to feel that again along the sides or the obliques. Coming back up to neutral. Down, hold the contraction, back up to neutral. Another one you can do is simply pulling it straight across, bringing it towards your chest. All right, so it's a couple of chair exercises.
Now let's move to the floor. Remember to start with 15 reps and slowly work your way up to 1-minute intervals without increasing that intra-abdominal pressure. And don't forget to breathe when you're doing your exercises. All right, so the first one we're gonna do is called the incline leg lift. So lay on your back. We're gonna bring your legs all the way up, straight up in the air. And we are going to, with both legs, go down without touching the floor and coming back up. To make it a little bit easier, you can alternate your leg. So go down, don't touch the floor, and then slowly come back up. Other leg, slowly down, back up. That's the incline leg lift. Next, we can do some cycle crunches. So what you're going to do is lay on your back, get your legs bent up in the air, put your legs or your hands back behind your head, and we're going to cycle our legs kind of like we're on a bicycle and move our elbow to the knee and alternate while breathing. Do it slowly. We don't want to do this. We want to do it nice and slow. All right, we're going to stay on our back. We're going to do some mini crunches. So lay flat on your back with your legs bent, feet on the floor. Take your hands behind your head and bring them up while engaging that core. You're going to lift up the shoulders just a little bit off of the floor and down. We don't need to be doing that. It's going to hurt your back. But just a little bit up off of the floor. All right. The next is we're going to get on our hands and knees and do 2 exercises. One's called the cat stretch. So we're going to be on our knees, hands out in front of you, about shoulder width apart. And we're just going to basically arch our back, kind of like a kitty cat. So we're going to arch. We're going to pull that core, your abdominal muscles in like a C, and then back to neutral. Pull it in like a kitty cat, and then back to neutral. The next one's called the bird dog. What we're going to do is we're going to have your left arm go out, and then the opposite leg come back and kick out. And then you bring it in, your elbows in, your knee up to your chest, and then out. Do that 15 reps, and then you switch to the other side. So the right arm goes out, left leg back, bring it in.
For more advanced core muscle exercises, consider using hand weights or resistance bands. Laura's going to show you a few of those now.
Here's our resistance band. We're going to get down on the ground, and we're going to do what's called a church wrap with your band. So you're going to take your band, put it over the top of your feet. It works best if you do wear shoes with this, just so the band isn't cutting into your bare feet. Or you can use thick socks if you really don't like wearing shoes when you work out. But go ahead and put it over the top part of your feet. Wrap it around. And then get your handles and hold on to your handles. So what we're going to do is we're going to roll down, do a roll down with a row. So we're just going to put our feet straight out in front of us. We're going to roll back while holding your handles. Go down to the back, 1 vertebrae at a time, and then pull up. And then you can do a row at the end just to get some of your upper body into it. And just keep doing that. 15 reps. Working your way up slowly to 1 minute. And then your row at the end. So that is the roll down with the row. The next is a Russian curve. So we're going to keep our band like it is in that little church wrap. And we're going to hold the handles. We're going to squeeze our abs, lay back about 45 degrees, and then we're going to twist. You can pull your legs up to pull your knees up, and then we're just going to twist. Put your elbow on the ground. Slowly go back to the other elbow, left on the ground, and your right elbow left on the ground. All right, so that is the Russian curve. All right, so now we're going to take our light weights. You can get 3-pound weights. This is a 5-pound weight, but basically just start slow. Start with a lighter weight, and then you can always work your way up to heavier weight. So this is your Russian curve with a weight. We're going to lay back about 45 degrees with your knees slightly bent. Take one weight, and we're going to engage your core and basically touch that elbow to the ground. Slowly come to neutral, back to the other side, and do that about 15 reps, working your way up slowly to 1 minute. And that's your twisted Russian curve with the weights. And then the other one that you can do, you can get your heart rate up a little bit with this one. It's called the twisted skaters. So you get both of your hand weights, and you basically are just going to go down and do like a little skate with your weight. Putting your leg behind you. And you can even go faster to really get that heart rate up. All right. So those are a couple exercises you can do with some light weights and resistance bands. Angela's going to show you a couple exercises that you can do that are planks.
So to do the planks, you've got a couple of options here. You're going to get down on the floor. I'm going to show you the easier option first, and that is a high plank. So you're going to be up on your hands, palm of your hands down, and you're going to come up on your toes. And it's important here to get the proper positioning. You don't want to be swaying your back toward and pulling your abdomen toward the ground, and you don't want to be way up here. You want to try to pull your abdomen in, breathing slowly, engage that core, and try to flatten your back so that you're laying a plate on your back to try to stabilize it. So that's the high plank. A low plank is down on your forearms, elbows down, sort of make a fist with your hands, and then come up on your toes, pulling those knees off of the ground. Again, making sure that you're having a flat surface with your back not arched down or up, as flat as you can get, pulling that abdominal muscle in, engaging that core. You can also, we're going to do the rest of these up on a high plank, do the toe tap. So I'm in the plank position, and I'm taking my feet side to side, right and left, tapping my toe out a ways, a little bit past your hips, and then bringing it back in. Again, always engaging that core, breathing through your exercises. And another one you can do is the mountain climber. Again, I'm in the high plank, and I'm pulling my abdomen in, pulling my right leg in slowly, then my left leg, and back straight out. Great job. Remember to stay hydrated, drink plenty of fluids during and after your workouts. Thank you so much. And Lauren, I want you to
Keep on moving.